Hello guys, it's me, Vonnie. How are ya? We're back. Welcome back to my next video. Today is a very special day. We're actually doing something a little bit different today. Something that most of you are not used to seeing on YouTube videos. So we're gonna get started. We are starting this video off with a Bible verse. So if that is for you, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so that you don't miss anything in the future. We're going to start with cream products as well as liquid products versus powder. And we're gonna see which one makes the best look. So I'm gonna do half of my face with one and half of my face with the other. So let's get started. Our verse for today is James 2:12 through 13. So speak and so act as those who are to be judged under the law of liberty, for judgment is without mercy to one who has shown no mercy. Mercy triumphs over judgment. So as you can tell in the title, we are going to be using two different sides of the face today. One with powder and the other with cream and liquid products. Why? Well, because we want to see what's better, if there is one that's better. If not, we're just having fun, right? Now, of course, you guys know the first step is always sunscreen. So let's go ahead and put our sunscreen on. Now, this is the Whoa Glow Broad Spectrum Sunscreen in Sun Touchable, but in the shade Sunbeam. Now, of course, you always want to make sure that you moisturize underneath your makeup to make it look really elegant and soft. I will link everything in the description box below. Now that we have given the sunscreen a minute to set, this is what we're going to do. We are going to play with different primers. Now, I know that this is an all-time favorite of mine. This is the Milk Hydro Grip, and I've used this under all of my makeup along with the Tarte Smoothing Primer. But I have been hearing amazing things about the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer as well as the Essence Fix and Last. These two primers we're going to try together on one side of the face. All the products that we're putting on this side with the Essence and the Wet n Wild is going to be our powder side. So on one side of my desk, I've got all my powder stuff. And on the other side, we've got all the liquid and creams. So we're going to put this on this side, see how they react. And we're going to put this and this on this side of the face. So let's get started. First, we're going to use the Fix and Last, kind of like we would the Milk. So we're going to go in on one side. It actually has kind of the same consistency that you would think the Milk has. There is a fragrance. I'm not a fan of fragrances, but we're just going to, like I said, we're just going to do half the face. And y'all know with the Milk, I usually go on the outside of my face, down my neck, because that's where I'm usually the driest during the day. So we're just gonna rub that on the outside, down the temple, down the cheek area and the jawline, and all the way down the neck. All right, and then you just wanna kind of tap that in, give it a second to set. While we give that a second to set, we're gonna go ahead and go in with the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. Just like I would with the Smoothing Primer, we're gonna put it in the T-zone. This has a very interesting texture. Okay, goodbye pores. All right, what's your name? Wow, okay. Wow, that actually has quite the blurring effect. I mean, am I seeing things? It immediately soaks in to your pores and does give it this blurring effect that is very pretty. I'll put some on the chin here. Again, we're just doing half the face. It's kind of hard to do half the nose, but we'll figure it out. And then I just like to go back and whatever I've got left on my fingers, I just kind of press into the skin. Now on this side, we're going to go in with the Milk Hydro Grip and the Tarte Smoothing Primer, which y'all know I am diehard fans of both of these. They're absolutely incredible. So a little goes a long way. So it's kind of the same exact texture and feel as the Essence. So as you can see, I am literally just going right on the edges. I get pretty dry around this area, and of course you want to go a little bit down the neck. And then as that is setting, we're going to go in with the smoothing primer from Tarte in just the T-zone. That's really all you need. If you find something better than this smoothing primer, tell me, because I'll try it. Granted, on this channel, we're going to try everything, but still, I will at least give something a shot once when it comes to makeup. So for this, again, we just I do kind of a wipe and tap, like wipe and tap, wipe and tap. Kind of like you're wicking something off your face. A wicka, wicka, wicka. You know, we just love making weird noises on this channel. And then, of course, we go down on the chin because your chin can actually get pretty oily. Now that we have our primers on, we're going to go in with foundation. So what we're going to do is on one side, I am actually going to be doing the e.l.f. Halo Glow in shade Fair 1 because I'm fair. And on the other side, we're going to go in with Smashbox Always On in the shade F20C. Now I'm using brushes for each side, so there's no, hey, you use the same, yeah, no same brushes for same side. So we're gonna go in with this Do Care brush on this side, and we're going to go in with my trusty It brushes for Ulta. There's no shade on, oh wait, there it is, Buffing Foundation. So we're gonna go on this side with the e.l.f. If you like my content on YouTube, go ahead and follow me on Instagram anyways, because I post a lot of great polls on there because I want to know what you guys want to see. Also, in the comments, tell me how God blessed you today. I really want to know what has God done in your life that's made a difference, that's been a blessing this week, because I want to be encouraged by what is going on in your life because I actually care. And believe it or not, I actually want to pray for you. And if you let me do that, I will. Because I think that is an incredible, incredible thing to do for others. So we're going to blend this out. Oh, I love this brush. All right, on the other side, we're going in with the Smashbox Always On. So that's blended out nicely. Now we are going to put on concealer, brows, and then we're getting into the good stuff. So I will be right back with both. All right, now that we've got concealer and we've got our brows done, now it's time to get into the cream versus powder. But I have a little bit of twist because, of course, you always set your under eyes with powder anyways, but we're going to try some different ones today. This side, we are going to be doing Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder and the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom. And then on this side, we are going to be using my tried and true, the Givenchy in 3 Voiles Rose. And on this side, still on this side, we're going to be using Laura Mercier for all over face. So we're going to do that. So to set my under eyes on this side, we're going to be using the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom because I really want to see how that sets the under eye compared to the Givenchy because both of them are kind of a pink based powder. And then, of course, Laura Mercier is translucent and the banana powder has a yellow tint to it. So we're going to set that side with the banana powder and this side with Laura Mercier. So let's do that. First, we're going to go in with the Huda Beauty. Now, a trick I've always learned is before you set, before you bake, before you put powder underneath your eyes, you want to remember to tap underneath. Because if you put this on when you've still got creases, it's going to be a disaster. We don't want that. So you're going to tap lightly just to set and then go right in with powder. Ooh, that's pretty. You know, I bought this powder because I really wanted to fall in love with it, but nothing so far has beaten Givenchy. And y'all know I don't say it like Givenchy. It's Givenchy, okay? and Huda Beauty. Here we go. Huda Beauty. All right. Okay, that's very pretty. I like it. It looks phenomenal with the base and the primer. Now we're going to set the face. I'm going to use the BS Mall brush. And the reason I'm setting the whole face on this side is because we're going in with the powder products on this side. So I am not too concerned about what the contour is going to look like, because you always want to put your cream or liquid items on before you powder. Although we are going to set the under eye, I'm not going to put any powder all over the face until my cream or liquid products are already on. Best way to do it. The only thing I will put on top of a powder is my highlighter. All the time. That's it. Now on this side, we're going to do Givenchy and later on Laura Mercier. We're going to tap the under eyes. Always tap. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. And we're gonna... So, we're going to start with the powder side. With the powder side, we're going to start with our blush and a contour. We're actually going to mix these two blushes. This blush is the Pure Nude Baked Blush in Rosy Rosewood by Essence. And of course, this is the Danessa Myricks Balm to Powder Dancing Queen. We're going to dab-a-doop and a dab-a-doop. And we're going to... Now with this blush, it's nice because you can layer it nicely. I'm not going to go too hard with this one because we are going to be putting Danessa Myricks on top. And I don't have any other colors of Danessa Myricks right now. Eventually I will get one. And we're just going to go in with the same brush. I'm going to wipe it off on my hand a little bit. And we're going to just lightly. That might be too much, but that's okay. We're going to figure it out. I'll start from the back and come up. Oh, so pretty. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is pretty. Okay. Woo. Honestly, that might be enough. I didn't do too much of each. We're going to stop there. We can always put more on later. And we might. And we're going to move on. Now we're going to do the Revolution Pressed Powder in the shade Beige, and this is going to go on basically in a 3 type shape. So now on this side, we are going to use the same brush I always use for this product. It is a very, very fluffy brush. It's not dense at all because we don't want this just to sit in one spot. And I like to tap it onto the skin. With any kind of skin products, as far as makeup is concerned, you always want to tap it into the skin, especially if you have deep pores, because if you just wipe it on the skin and move on, that's going to fade. Not only that, but it's not going to stick to your face. So you want to tap it into your face, essentially. Powder products are very buildable, very smooth, depends on the ones you get. Usually with my other side, which you'll see in a minute, with my liquid products, I go above this little divot that I have in my natural jawline cheekbone area and right underneath here. So we just lightly tap all of the pressed powder. And of course, this is just a light shade in beige. I don't go too dark with the powder. I might just deepen this a little bit. And always do your neck, people. Don't forget the neck. And the forehead. You want the forehead into the hairline? You want that. Yes, you want that. Okay. That's it. That's all we're doing for contour and blush on this side. For highlight, we are using the Rare Beauty Highlighter in Enlighten. This is such a pretty product. I get why it's always sold out. I get it. I also have the Fenty Beauty, but I'm telling you, I always reach for this. So we're just going to there's nothing light about that. There is nothing light about that. All right, well, we're in it now. And of course, the Brabin. Always the Brabin. gosh, she just does highlighter so well. Okay. That is it for the powder side for now. We'll do eyes and we'll do liner and we'll do mascara later. But now we're moving on to this side. We have 3 different contour sticks. And I'm not going to lie to you, I want to use them all. So we're gonna. All right. This one is first the Rare Beauty Bronzer Stick in the shade Happy Soul. Then, of course, we have the Halo Glow Beauty Wand by e.l.f. in the shade Light Medium. And then, of course, we have the LYS No Limits Motivate Contour Stick. I'm going to put this on first. And again, I go right above this line right here. That is the natural curve. We're just going to do a little double zhuzh right there. And we're going to do a zoop, 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 zoop. And I'm going to do it back here and right here. Right? That's what we're going to do with the LYS. Then we're going to go on top of that with, or in between, we're going to go with the e.l.f. It's going to look a little weird. Trust the process is what I'm always told. Trust the process. And we're going to just do a little dab there. Okay. And a dab and a dab and a shoop shoop. Okay. Again, we could be screwing all this up, but you know that's the best part about makeup is you make it up as you go. No pun intended. You make it up as you go, you have fun with it, and that's what we're going to do. And then on top, I'm just going to do a little line right there, and right there, and right there. I almost forgot that we're doing only half the face, and then we're going to do this right here. Whoop. That's a lot of contour. That's probably the most contour I've ever had on my face. But you know what? The best part is the blend. So here we go. Let's see how well these products blend, because I know 2 out of the 3 blend really well. Of course, we know that the LYS blends out perfectly. And when you're blending, you want to dab, 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 and sprig, sprig, sprig. You want to always pull it into your hairline. I'm very fair, I'm very pale, and sometimes if the sun hits my head wrong in the sunlight with the clouds away, you'll see there's a line. And I have a very odd hairline, so like right here you can tell I'm pale. So you gotta just get that in there. So you always dab, pull, dab, pull, dab, pull. It's like Deadpool, but for makeup, dab, pull. Dab, pull, dab, pull, dab, pull, you know? Now, I'm going to admit that the e.l.f. doesn't blend out as seamlessly as the other 2. Usually the other 2, you can literally just push, dab, push, dab. I'm actually having to scrub, and I don't really like that for my face. I feel like that hurts. It's also not good for your skin. So I will give the e.l.f. one more shot later on when we are doing a full face of e.l.f. and it's just e.l.f. products on top of e.l.f. products. But so far, I'm not liking the fact that you really have to scrub, and it has a little bit of a glimmer and shimmer in it. I don't really like that, especially for contour. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of that, but that's okay. We learn as we go. So for this, you guys know my little technique right here is you blend up, and I will always come down because I like the shape that it makes when it comes down my face like that, because I naturally have that jawline and face structure, and this usually sticks out a little bit more on my face, and I have nice sunken in cheeks right here, but nothing that a little extra on the brush can't help and aid, right? We're gonna go in and smudge this out until you've got a nice little shimmer. Okay, so that's our contour. Now, for blush, we're just gonna use the Rare Beauty, and I am 110% okay with that. I always put my blush, when it comes to liquid blush, I put it kind of higher on the face. So right where this natural curve of my eye is, I put it there. except for when I'm using powder, because powder blends in so seamlessly to the face. And when I do a deep contour like this, I don't want to use a powder over it because then it gets muddy. So I just like to concentrate my blush when it's liquid blush just on the top of my cheek. And we just dab it into the skin, rotating your brush around. That way you get product everywhere on the brush and not just in one spot, and then you're smearing that spot all the way up. You just want to concentrate it. I move up into the temple a little bit and pull it down into my cheekbone. Now that we've got the blush settled on this side, we're actually going to go in and set the face. We didn't do Laura Mercier setting powder earlier because we were doing cream products and liquid products on this side, and we don't want to do that because then they sit on top of the powder and they'll melt off quickly. This is the bronzer brush by Essence, and we're just going to tap into it. This is the Laura Mercier powder in translucent, and we're just going to dab it onto the skin. Basically setting what you've got there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do my eyes, eyeliner, mascara, and possibly lips, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, now that we have given this side of the face a little bit more time to set, do not worry. I know a lot of you are thinking, she forgot the highlighter. I didn't. I promise you, I didn't. I tell you every time that I like to put my highlighter on top of whatever look I'm doing. So that means if I have already set my face with powder, I go on top of that after it's set for a little bit with my highlighter. So that's what we're going to do. Usually with this side of the face, I'm going to put it right on top of my blush, just a little bit right here. Not as much as I did here, but you know, it could be a fail. Let's see. Woo, hello. Big summer blowout. Okay. All right. Ooh. That is such a pretty highlighter. This is the Rare Beauty Lip Pencil in Admired. And I'm going to top it with the Rare Beauty Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Delight. So that is the amazing lip liner. Now we are going to put on her amazing, amazing tinted lip oil, because this needs oil. It needs repair. It needs help. Now y'all know what this means. This right here is my handy dandy fan, and we're about to set this face. On this side of the face, this right here, we're going to do the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. And on this side, we're going to do a new setting spray that I just got. This is the Pore Eclipse Matte Setting Spray. Shake well. So that's what we're going to do. While this all sets, in the comments below, there's a few things I'd like you to do. 1, tell me how God blessed your life today, because I'd love to be encouraged by you. And 2, tell me what you want to see next. I love making these, and I'm making these for you because I love makeup. I love playing in it. I love messing with it. And I want to know what you want to see, what you want me to test, what you want me to try, because I would love to do this for you. Not only that, but I'd love to encourage you every week with a new Bible verse. Tell me your favorite Bible verse so that I can go look at it, because that would mean the world to me. That means that I'm in Scripture more, you're in Scripture more, and we're all in it together. Well, guys, that's it. that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. I cannot wait to see you on the next one. Please, please, please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell to make sure that you don't miss any videos in the future. Also, be sure to go check out my Instagram, as I do polls on there all the time. I do swatches. I let you know what I'm buying so that you can see what's coming on the next video. So I love you. Thank you for coming. God bless, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.